This is what he deserves. But unfortunately, this is what he is facing. It's always better to have clarity in your actions, and PSG fans are setting a great example of it by time and time out showing that they do not deserve Leo Messi. Well, PSG fans, for your information, Messi is someone who is good for many and whose career has been nothing short than legendary. But still in recent years, he has found himself playing for a club. No, a small club like PSG, where every time he steps on the pitch for them, they start booing, even after knowing that he has been their best player for the season. I mean, that just sums up your club. And also, yesterday against Lyon, they started booing him even before he started playing the game. I mean, come on, man. It's not his fault that you are not winning Champions League. I mean, even before him, you brought every fucking star player in your team, and yet you were not able to achieve anything in Europe. I mean, this was the same before Messi. It's in your roots. You need to change your ethos of your club, and blaming Messi for your failures, it's not gonna change anything. You guys were lucky that Neymar and Paredes convinced Messi to join this club. Otherwise, he wouldn't even have thought about joining this club in his wildest dreams. But anyway, after last night's incident, it's clear that Messi won't renew with PSG, and this is irrespective of the fact that he would join Barcelona or not. But fortunately, thanks to footballing gods, that Messi now has a clear chance to join Barcelona to make that fairy tale comeback at the club. Because it's almost official, talks have begun between two parties. Barcelona's vice president, Rafa Yuste, has publicly confirmed of being in contact with Messi's camp. I mean, imagine the scenes at Camp Nou for Messi's presentation. 90,000 plus fans chanting. I think we love it and we deserve it.
I will love it. And I think I deserve it.
But now, let's come back to reality. It's not gonna be easy to make it happen. And you all know who we have to thank for it. Mr. Tebas and his league-killing FPP rules. And obviously, given the history that he has with Barcelona, he will obviously make things far more difficult for Laporta and his company. Anyway, this is nothing new for Barcelona. They will sort it out. But now let's talk about numbers. As I said, this is not gonna be easy to crack this deal due to the Barcelona's big financial situation. I mean, they already are facing a lot of problems in registering Xavi into the first team itself, so you can guess how hard it would be to sign a player like Messi. But anyway, according to reports, Barcelona are thinking of offering him a salary up to 10 million per season. Contract of up to 2 years, but his salary will also include the percentage of revenue generated through match tickets, shirt sales, and the new sponsor that he will bring. From financial point of view, this deal is like a goal for Barca's PR. The amount of revenue that they will generate just through his name is just massive. I mean, if they crack this deal, Laporta won't be able to stop dancing, because as much as this Messi's return is emotional, politically it's quite important for Laporta. Because when he became Barca's president 2 years ago, his whole campaign revolved around keeping Messi. But unfortunately, that didn't happen. So it's a great chance for Laporta to remove stain of kicking out Messi. And you know, it's a chance for redemption for him. And if he cracks this deal, he would be nothing less than hero for all Barcelona fans. But apart from financial point of view, sportingly this deal is raising a lot of questions and doubts among fans. The big question is that how will Messi fit into this young Barcelona team? See, Xavi plays with a very strict positional system, and Messi is not that kind of player where you could just specify him one position and just lock him. He's not that kind of player. You need to give him that freedom in order to create the best chances, in order to play the best football, and also in order to bring the best out of him. So definitely, Xavi has to make massive changes if Messi gets back at the club. Because obviously, first of all, he's not a touchline winger anymore, and second of all, he cannot play as a false nine. If Messi is gonna play for Barcelona, he would be signed as more of a midfielder, more of a creator. Because Xavi plays with that 4-4-2 system where he has two interiors, and Messi would be one of those two interiors. And most probably, he will occupy that right half space which Pedri occupies. And that brings us to the next question. Who will Xavi sacrifice to keep Messi into the starting 11? So obviously now if Messi plays, one player has to be sacrificed. Will it be Pedri or Xavi? Well, we already have saw the magical connection between Pedri and Messi, so obviously they would be in the starting lineup. So now, what about Xavi? What happens to him? Well, if you see Xavi's 4-man midfield, the two deep-lying midfielders, Frenkie de Jong and Busquets. Obviously, Busquets, it would be his last season at Barcelona, so he won't be starting each and every game. So, for Xavi to be in starting 11, he has to adapt into that deeper position just near to Frankie de Jong if you want to put him starting 11. And obviously I believe he can adapt to it well, but still personally I believe his best game, he plays best when he's playing at that left interior position. But again, it's a big trade-off. If you want to bring best player in the world into the team, you gotta sacrifice something. Because still at 36, Messi is the best playmaker in the world. And for a striker like Lewandowski, it's like a wet dream to play with a player like Messi, because the amount of chances that Lewandowski is gonna get in each and every game, you just cannot imagine. It would be a feast for him. Like, it would be like he just cannot wait Messi to join Barcelona. Now, when it comes to defending, well, we have to adapt again. And this is one of the greatest cons of bringing back Messi into the team. Because obviously, he's not gonna press like Pedri and Xavi, whoever you're sacrificing for Messi. And right now, Xavi's team is currently some of the best teams when it comes to pressing. And might be one of the massive things that you might have to trade off. Intensity in pressing. But anyway, let me know what's your ideal lineup with Messi, because there are a number of ways to line up Messi with this young Barcelona team. But I want to know what's your way. What's your ideal lineup of this Barcelona team with Messi? But ultimately, as I said, from financial point of view, from marketing perspective, this deal is like a gold chain for Barcelona. But when it comes to sporting project, there are a lot of questions and doubts that are being raised among the fans, and which does make sense. Because not only Xavi and Barcelona has to adapt, Messi also has to adapt with this Barcelona team, because Xavi's system demands high work rates. But still, the amount of creativity that you will see, especially in the big European games, especially into the Champions League, that Messi will bring in this game, plus the experience that he will bring, and also the youngsters, obviously. Like, there are mostly La Masia players like Xavi who are not lucky enough to play with Messi, and they will now have the chance. So obviously, even Xavi would be happy to sacrifice sometimes his position for Messi. Plus, the amount of new things that these young players would learn from him would be priceless. But at the end, I just want to tell you this one thing. Just forget about money and sporting's perspective from this deal. Football is a beautiful sport. Obviously, winning is an important objective. Winning is an important thing in this sport. But you know, what makes football a beautiful sport is that human experience, human emotions. And the emotional significance of this deal would be massive, because watching Messi play again in Barca shirt would be so special for a million of Barca fans like me. So that's why the only question that we need to answer is that, are we ready to put the sporting obstacle beside for the sake of one last dance of our code? Because Messi returning to Barcelona is nothing short than fairy tale ending. And also, it would be a great way to end his European career at his home. So yeah, let me know your thoughts about this deal and the question into the comments down below. And now, more news from this footballing world. Chelsea have sacked Graham Potter. Potter magic didn't work out. And also, another big news is that Chelsea is not on the 10th position anymore. They have slipped onto the 11th. So Chelsea's 10th place jokes aren't funny anymore. Anyway, that's it for today, guys. Thanks for watching the video. And as usual, I'll meet you soon with another new video. Until that time, as you all know, just enjoy the game.